What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's having an excellent weekend. Enjoy the games all weekend long. So when Adam Schefter speaks, everybody listens. And today he had some news regarding Derek Carr, where he said there's a very good chance that he'll be traded prior to February 15th. As we all know, the deadline is February 15th, where the Raiders either, I think it's guaranteed like $40 million or have to release him. So this is big news for the Jets because obviously they're in the quarterback market, and they said they're going to go all in. They're willing to spend big, as Woody Johnson said. So obviously he's one of the names that comes out front and center. So now it's like, do the Jets get involved in these trade negotiations, or what is plan B? For many people, your plan A is Lamar Jackson, but all signs are pointing to him staying in Baltimore. So does Derek Carr become your plan A? And if so, what do you have to do? What does it take to get him? And my first question is, would the Raiders even trade him within the AFC? That's the first question. Second is, how many teams could potentially be involved? And, just to avoid bidding against yourself and avoid being used as leverage. And I think there's going to be a lot of teams. I mean, the NFL, a lot of teams right now want to go with the known over the unknown. A draft pick is an unknown. Derek Carr, whether you like him or not, is a known commodity, and he's a good quarterback. So if you're in a win-now situation or you're desperate for results, you're going to go to a guy like him. So you look at some of the teams, man, you can say what? A lot of teams in the NFC South, a lot of teams in the AFC South, the Patriots, the Commanders, and the Jets. I mean, there's always a surprise team as well. So there could be a lot of teams bidding for this guy, and you wonder how high the Jets want to go to get him. So, I mean, does it go to a first-round pick? Does it go to a second-round pick? This isn't like years past where the Jets have a plethora of picks. So you got to get pretty creative. Do you include some players from your roster? Is that a consideration? We've had callers calling in and say, you know what, throw Quinnen Williams in the mix. I wouldn't personally do that. But this gets interesting, man, because you look at if they don't get in the mix, say they don't get Derek Carr, you don't get Lamar Jackson, then what are you going to do? Now, I know that Adam Schefter also said there's a chance that Aaron Rodgers would get traded. But, I mean, seriously, would Aaron Rodgers want to come to the Jets? I know the whole Brett Favre history and everything else. I don't honestly see that happening. What is your plan C? What is your plan D? I'm not in for the Tom Brady stuff. Do you want to go through a Tannehill? We're talking about Baker Mayfield now and Jacoby Brissett. I understand there's the whole Jimmy Garoppolo thing, but is that kind of contingent on who your offensive coordinator is? So the Jets are in a conundrum here, and it sucks because it's never good when the Jets, you have the unknown at coordinator, you have the history of the team. If you're Derek Carr, is this a place that you really want to come to? He has a no-trade clause, so he can't turn down things if he doesn't like that. He's got some strength there. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out, how Derek Carr handles it, how the Jets handle it, how the Raiders handle it. But, if you're a Jet fan, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this and who you really want to be your quarterback. It's not going to be Zach Wilson week 1 next year unless things drastically go wrong. And I don't know, man. This is making me really, really uncomfortable because it's like you're almost mortgaging your future to get your quarterback, but how much is it going to cost you? You don't have a lot of cap space. You can create a lot of cap space by cutting guys like Corey Davis and stuff like that. But all these guys you want to cut, you also got to replace somehow too. So never a dull moment being a Jet fan, man. And it's funny how people keep saying, I can't believe how negative you are at things. I mean, the end of this season was disappointing for me, man. I can't get over the opportunity that was blown. And look at the aftermath. You have all this nonsense in the media. Mike LaFleur's blaming Zach. Zach's blaming whatever else. You have all that stuff. You need an offensive coordinator. You need a line coach. You need a quarterback. And you have a team that is basically in a playoffs or bust mode where this time next year, we can be looking for a head coach and a general manager. So I'm really hoping they pull a rabbit out of the hat here. I saw the report today where if Frank Reich doesn't get a head coaching job, he could consider an interview with teams for an offensive coordinator. I talked about him 2 months ago. I think that'd be a great fit. But in order to bring him here, you're going to have to make him assistant head coach, and you're going to pay him top money. Will the Jets do that? Is Saleh willing to concede some things to have a guy as prominent as Frank Reich and his staff, a guy that could take over his job if things don't go well? So we'll see how it all plays out. Enjoy the games, share your predictions, and I'll talk to you later.